G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wildkard. Thank you for watching the Wildkard Rugby Show. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, you are here today because the Chiefs just played the Brumbies at FMG Stadium in Waikato. This was actually a really good game because this is basically the two top teams from both sides of the Tasman playing against each other, especially the Chiefs. Absolutely, by far the most dominant team in New Zealand right now. They pretty much dominated the Blues away at Eden Park. And then they dominated the Crusaders. And going into this game, I thought the Brumbies might get dominated, but it really was much closer than the scoreline showed tonight. And the Brumbies was, on the edge of beating the Chiefs. Even if there was some of those penalties, not some of those, conversions that's gone the Brumbies' way, they could have been much closer and potentially come up with an upset. There was a few just handling issues, I think, out of the Brumbies, like just freebies given to the Chiefs from the kickoff sort of stuff. That really kind of, a bit of a left some Brumbies fans undoubtedly throwing their drinks at the TV a little bit. And yeah, the Chiefs, by far the most dominant team. Another very clinical performance. Probably the biggest concern was the injury to Dmac. There was a bit of friendly fire from his own teammate getting, there was a clean rock. And I think it was Anthony Lennon-Brown gets blown away and landed on Dmac's knee. It looks like it was hyperextended a little bit, and that, a little bit concerning. Hopefully he's not going to be out for too long. The concern is obviously a hyperextension potentially hurting the ACL, and that could take him out for 6 months essentially if it's an ACL problem. But you never know how bad this is going to be. I mean, it's like it could just be a little thing where he rests a couple of weeks and he'll be fine, or it could be like major ACL thing that he's going to be out for 6 months. Hopefully that's not the case, because he has been absolutely outstanding, extremely versatile for the Chiefs once again tonight. He started at fullback, moved to 10, and then he was, moving back and forward in those two positions, creating a lot of space, a lot of unpredictability out of the Chiefs' attack. And it was just super impressive tonight, setting up his teammates through those gaps. A number of tries were set up by him, pretty much solely by him this game for the Chiefs. I thought what's his name? Quinton Tupaia was absolutely outstanding once again this game. Speed, and he showed some accuracy in his passing, showed some really impressive kicking game as well. Just kicking over the top and just general kicking as well. Sometimes he kind of almost plays as a second playmaker, sweeps back and covers that kick as well. And just really clinical all around. Quinton Tupaia being out for injury for a very long time, and he's just absolute tip-top. I think he's better than he was before he got injured. And also, but the one thing I do realize is that the Chiefs number 10, Josh Jacobs, he had a decent game, but I just think that his kicking game is, when his kicking game, he was moved to 15, and I thought his kicking game was lacking a little bit this game. He just punted the ball essentially down the field a number of times where there was no pressure, there was no way for any of the Chiefs to pressure those kicks, and just leading Brumbies a lot of space to work with, to run by, especially kicking to Tom Wright. And he's just like, all right, I'll just take my little jog back to the halfway with, uncontested sort of thing. There was a few of those. But outside of that, I thought the Chiefs were pretty clinical all around. The Brumbies as well was really clinical. This was probably the most polished Brumbies performance from a very long time. Probably better than, any performance from last week. Was super polished, super clinical, handling the passes, the decision making. The line-out mauls were really good. The scrums were solid. I thought there was a couple of 50-50 calls from the referee, but I thought the scrums overall was pretty solid. And it's just like the speed of the decision making out of the Brumbies team was really something that I think we haven't seen much before. They were able to switch the difference points in attack really quickly whilst maintaining their structure, and getting their forwards in position to build this forward momentum, and then quickly do a different change of angle, change of attack, change in play, setting themselves through for a number of very beautiful tries there. And I think that the Brumbies, this Chiefs team was truly tested tonight, despite being by far the best Kiwi team, and the Brumbies was absolutely outstanding. I thought the away jersey looked really good on the Brumbies. Probably should just make that home jersey, because it's pretty much the same as home jersey, just fewer patterns. I thought it was probably could just be turned that into the actual home jersey there. And outside of that, goal kicking. If the Brumbies had landed all of their goals, they would have been, you know, just a few points behind. They missed 4 out of 6. Yeah, Ryan Lonergan had a pretty poor off the boot, and but maybe it's because of poor kicking. But I was pretty happy that Brumbies didn't take those penalties when they were the one offered to them. They just went for the line out, went for their set piece, and built on their trust on their handling. And outstanding, just outstanding. I really like that. I hate it when Brumbies, especially under Dan McKellar, just milked penalties and tried to kick 3 points for the entire game. This was a completely different performance, much more confident performance and gutsy. And I really enjoyed that despite the loss. So really, really well done for the Brumbies team, and a big shift in mentality there as well. So let's have a look at the match stats. 6 tries apiece, 558 run minutes for the Chiefs, 429 to the Brumbies, 14 turnovers for the Chiefs against the Chiefs, 16 turnovers against the Brumbies. Tackle count, 164 for the Chiefs, 17 missed tackles, really outstanding completion rate. The Brumbies had a few missed tackles there, 134 for the Brumbies, 134 tackles for the Brumbies, 32 missed tackles. I did notice that the Chiefs' rush defense was a little bit disconnected tonight. The Brumbies were able to exploit quite a bit of space out wide because of the rush defense. I think I'm not 100, I think I'm not too much of an expert. It looked like to me that the rush defense at the 10 channel for the Chiefs was a little bit too slow. So they weren't able to put much pressure on the 10, the 10 slot, and then leading the Brumbies able to throw the ball out wide. And then if you're not putting pressure on 10, then your rush defense up out wide is pretty much, you're leaving too much gap, too much space for them to work with. And basically the Brumbies was able to exploit that wider channels a lot. Despite the missed tackle count, a lot of the Brumbies line breaks were out wide, and there was no one in the Chiefs were in position to actually make those tackles. Kicks in play, 24 for the Chiefs, 30 for the Brumbies. Like I said, 4 out of 6 missed goals. Only 1 miss for Damian McKenzie. He was really short on time on that one. Kicks from hand, 702 meters for the Chiefs, 794 for the Brumbies, actually leading in the meters count there. Lineouts, one lineout loss for each. Somosoni Taukei'aho returned for the Chiefs, the All Black powerhouse. Missed the lineout throw pretty much in the second half immediately. Overall, the discipline was really good for both teams. 8 considered against the Chiefs, 8 against the Brumbies. I thought the what's his name? Coleman. Is it what's his name? James Dolman. I thought James Dolman was very soft on some like in terms of climbing down on the issues. I know they want to keep the game flow. I felt like there was, he probably I thought there was a few questionable hits that probably should be looked at, and they just didn't, just kind of brush that under. Outside of that, I thought it was okay overall in terms of performance from the referee. Let's have a look at some of the point summary for this game. The Brumbies actually got this first try on the ball 6 minutes into the game. Some really nice physical running from the Brumbies. There was a nice little forward momentum, quick ball from the Rocks, out wide to Nick Frost on the wing, and he just rammed over Ratama for the try, 5 points to nil. 30 minutes into the game, there was a scrum penalty to the Chiefs. The Quinn Tupaia followed this and cuts through the defense from the Chiefs set play. There was a long pass out wide to to Mataele, and then Mataele back inside to Anton Brown for the try. 7 points to 5 for the Chiefs. 16 minutes into the game, there was a nice intercept by Narawa. Chiefs got really close to the Brumbies try line. There was a lot of pressure. Jacob from the Brumbies went for not Jacob, what's his name? Two, I think it was, or maybe it was Andy Muirhead. I think it was Muirhead. Went for an intercept and he missed the intercept and dropped the ball on the ground. And Jacob scooped up the ball. Just nice step, winning for the try. 14 points to 15 to the Chiefs. 90 minutes of the game. Again, the Brumbies showing their sharpness, some good hands, nice quick shift in different attack directions, and Meredith winning essentially out wide for a bit of an overlap. 12 points to 10. 24 minutes into the game, Dmac broke through with a nice little footwork. He got tackled just before the try line, and then he got rolled up over the try line, which was a really nice defense. 26 minutes into the game, there was a penalty to the Chiefs. They kicked 3 points. 15 points to 10. 29 minutes into the game, the Brumbies kept up the pressure. There was some nice pick and go pressure from the Brumbies. They got really close to trialing again, and then there was some nice center field pressure. Ball compressed the defense. Ball went out wide. Good hands. Corey 2 into the corner. 15 points apiece. Missed another one, pretty much from the same spot. All 3 tries. No, still not the same spot, but from the same sort of angle from both sides of the field. Missed again from Lonergan. There was that's pretty much it from the first side. There was like a nice intercept from the Brumbies. Andy Muir had a bit of a foot race, couldn't quite get there. That's pretty much it for the first half. 15 points apiece. Second half, 46 minutes of the game. Quinton Tupaia, absolute sensational form. He basically got the ball and found a bit of a gap, ran through, and a little chip over the top. Full speed ahead, ground the ball in goal. 22 points to 15. 49 minutes into the game, there was a nice little line-out play from the Chiefs. Over the top, Dmac got the pass from the big boy at the end. Might be Akoi. Pop him the ball, and Dmac just a little I don't know what it is, some magic shit, I guess. Sends and then he like funds his ball runner through the gap. There was the name Rampling goes in for the try for the first one. 29 points to 15. 55 minutes is again the Brumbies gets a penalty. They back themselves to their bread and butter. Actually, multiple penalties. They back themselves for the try. They went for the line out. They went for the more. 29 points to 22. Lockie Lonergan gets this one. 69 minutes of the game. There was a drop ball from the I think there was a drop ball from the Brumbies backwards, and then it was just like towed ahead by Muirhead. Towed ahead by what's his name? By Toole, and then to Muirhead, and Muirhead passed it back to Toole. Toole then passed back to Muirhead, and then there was like a switch, and then eventually Muirhead gets through for the try. So it was some nice little play from a bit of a scramble, drop ball on the ground for the Brumbies. 62 minutes into the game. Immediately from this try was being scored, Brumbies just kind of like fell asleep. Right from the kickoff, the ball just get like fumbled by the Brumbies backwards, and then Tupavai scooped up the ball and ran into the defender. Just nice little offload, easy as that. Rampling down the sideline, try. 36 points to 29. 37 minutes into the game, another penalty to the Chiefs. They kicked this one. 39 points to 29. And then 70 minutes into the game, Brumbies gets another try on the ball. There was a nice little switch play from Debussini to Lockie Lonergan. They got pretty close. The ball just come out, nice and long ball out wide to Andy Muirhead. Try time, 39 points to 34. Dmac got hurt after this. 76 minutes into the game, there was a penalty to the Chiefs. They kick another one. 42 points to 34. 80 minutes into the game was pretty much over. Brumbies tried to run the ball out of their own 22, essentially from a scrum. They tried to do like tried to run it out, and then there was a missed pass from Debussini to Tom Wright, and then Anton Leonard-Brown scooped up the loose ball. Try time to the Chiefs. 49 points to 34, the final score. A lot closer than the scoreline had looked. If that final play, if you want to call it, where they try to run out of the 22, probably should not have happened. If the Brumbies kick all their goals, they would have been 6 points up. It would have been like 40 points, 42 points to 40. Would have been there would have been a different kind of play from the Brumbies as well. Maybe they wouldn't consider that last penalty there as well. So yeah, it would have been a lot closer if they landed all their goals, and they wouldn't have to do those desperate attempts right at the end, leading into conceding more points. So it's actually a lot closer than the scoreboard showed. It was pretty much because the Brumbies, got a bit too desperate at the end and leading into more points being conceded. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this game. Really well done. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later for more reviews. Cheers.